Hi, do I want to do a job or do I want to do a business? Exactly, this is the challenge that is being faced by many mid-range professionals today. After having 5 years of experience or 10 years of experience, so they do not understand whether they have to do a job or they have to do a business, or even freshers, okay, so who are dreaming about the particular entrepreneurship, even they do not understand whether they have to do a job or they have to do a business. So some people will be saying that always doing a job is better, and some other set of people will be saying that doing business is the best thing forever. In this video, let us discuss the various scenarios that will be helpful in identifying whether to do a business or to do a job. If we consider the first scenario, which is nothing but the risk, right? So if you consider a particular job holder, a job holder will be having less risk. So here less risk in the sense in terms of financial risk. For example, a particular job holder who is working in a particular organization, so whatever the salary he has to get, he will be getting every month at the same time, at 30th of every month or 1st of every month, okay. So like that he will be getting his salary, okay, at a fixed salary at a particular point in time. So whatever the operational costs that the particular organization is facing, or whatever the losses that company is facing, or whatever the unforeseen circumstances that the company is facing, all those things, it doesn't matter for the particular employee, but he will be receiving his particular salary, right? So in that way he is not having risk. So having said that, immediately you will be asking me, hey Kiran, but whenever the organization will be getting losses, right, then again they will be removing the particular employees from the organization. It is a risk, right? No, it is not a risk in my opinion, because for example, say a person who is having 5 years of experience, right? So if at all due to some unforeseen circumstances, if he has been removed from the particular organization, okay, so he will be not having job for a 1 month time or 2 months time, right? But again he can always try and he can always get a particular job based on his experience, and also there will be chance for him to get more salary as well, right? In that way there is no risk for him. But at the same time, if you consider a business person, okay, or a chairman of a particular organization, so there will be so many risks involved for him. So whatever the operational risks are there, or whatever the financial risks are there, or whatever the compliance risks are there, or whatever the strategic risks are there, all those certain risks, right, all those risks will be affecting the particular business of the particular organization. So based on those risks, okay, so sometimes he will be getting more profits, sometimes he will be getting less profits, or even sometimes he will be getting losses as well. So he has to bear all those things. That's why he has to bear risk, right? That is the first thing that we have to consider. And second thing is the time. So a person who is working in a particular organization, that means an employee, he will be having more time to spend with his family and friends. Even though we think that a typical employee will be working for 9 to 10 hours. So after completing those 9 to 10 hours, still he can enjoy with his family and friends, becoming tension free. That means he need not think about the organization. So once if his work is completed, in general 9 to 10 hours, sometimes whenever a particular priority ticket is there, if you are working in a software organization or some other thing else, or in some other organizations, so if there is any important things are there, you will be working beyond that time as well. But otherwise you will be working for 9 to 10 hours, right? So within that period of time, if your job is completed, you will become tension free. You need not think about the organization. You can spend your time with your family and friends. That is one thing. Apart from that, you will be having weekends, right? Saturdays and Sundays. You will be having holidays. You will be having leaves. So where you can plan accordingly and you can spend your time with your family and friends. So more valuable time will be available for you to spend with your family. But if you consider the particular entrepreneur or the particular business owner, he won't be having such time to spend with his family and friends, because each and every time he has to think about the organization, right? For example, consider a small vendor who is having a provisional store. Okay, so if you consider him, even on a Sunday night at 9 p.m. he will be opening the particular provisional store. Why? Because even at that time, if a particular customer comes to him, okay, that will be his profit, right, for the day. So that's why he will be working even at this particular time as well. So a businessman will be thinking in that particular angle where he will be improvising his business. Okay, he will be thinking that he can improvise his profit if he work more, or if he think about the particular organization and all. So that's why he will be thinking about the organization and how to improvise that particular organization as well. The third thing is the responsibility. So a person who is working in a particular organization, an employee, he will be having responsibility, but to some extent. For example, if you are a team player in your organization, so your responsibility will be to complete that particular job, right? Or else if you are a manager in the organization, so your responsibility is limited to that particular account or to that particular project. If everything works good, so your responsibility is completed, right? Or else even if you are CEO of an organization who is also an employee, right, so his responsibility is also to maintaining the administrative tasks of that particular organization or the other things in the particular organization. If they are all good, then he is okay. But for the businessman, right, so even though if he has a CEO also, he cannot directly rely on him, but he has to carry each and every employee's responsibility on his own shoulders, and then only he has to see the particular business. So lowest level also he has to go and he has to see whether the particular employees are working properly or not. Otherwise, if he directly rely on the particular CEO, he cannot run his business for a long period of time. So there is always a chance for the CEO to manipulate the things, and again he can always get the things into his control. So that's why the business people, the business owner doesn't want to do that, and they will be having that responsibility and they will be having their checking to the lowest level of the particular things in the organization as well, right? And at the same time, I have to discuss about the answerability as well. So if you think about the answerability, a particular person who is working as a employee in a particular organization, he is more answerable. Okay, he is answerable to each and everything to his particular manager or to his particular boss. So for example, if you have been given a task, so if you complete it quickly, or if you are not able to complete it in a particular point in time, in the certain time period, if you are not able to complete it, in either the case you are answerable. So why you have completed the task quickly, you have to tell him, or else why you are not able to complete the particular task, then also you have to tell him, and you are answerable to that particular manager, right? Or else if you are taking a leave, then again you are answerable. So you have to say that this is the particular situation, I want to take a leave. Again you will be saying that you can take another day, not today, because it is important, right? So like that, for each and everything you are answerable in the particular organization. But whereas if you are an entrepreneur or if you are a business owner, so because the organization itself is yours, okay, so you are not answerable to everyone. So if at all you want to work, you can even work for a more period of time, or else if you don't want to work, you need not work at all. So that flexibility will be there for you. It is always your choice. So this is the third thing that we can always consider. And the fourth one is the particular financial freedom, which is very, very important. So if you consider about financial freedom, a person who is doing a job in a particular organization, so there will be less chances for him to become financially free. So getting financially free in the sense, he will be getting his salary month by month, he will be getting his salary on a particular date, but whatever the salary that he is getting, right, it will be sufficient for his livelihood. Okay, so whatever the salary he is earning, so for his requirements, basic requirements, it will be sufficient. But in order to become rich, okay, in a short period of time, it not be useful. So even if you consider that, because your experience will be growing and your salary will also be growing, first of all you will be a bachelor, then you will be a married person and you will be having children. So again, whatever the increased salary is there, it will be proportional to the number of people in your particular family, and then it will be, again you will be meeting the basic requirements and all. Whatever the minimal requirements are there, you can always meet those requirements with the salary and all, but you cannot become rich with the salary what you are getting. That is what we can always consider. Okay, but for a businessman, right, he can become rich in a shorter period of time. Why? Because you have to consider that he is not only the person that is working. So several other people, that means his employees, are also contributing for his own success. You have to understand that, right? So each and every employee, okay, so they are contributing for whose success? For the particular business owner's success, for the particular boss, okay, for the particular chairman, okay, whoever is there, for his success all these employees are working. So in lieu of that, what is the chairman is doing? He is giving salary to the particular employees, right? That is the reason. So that's why the business owner, okay, he will become rich in a lesser period of time. So becoming rich in a lesser period of time means you will be getting financial freedom. So you can plan accordingly. So up to 40 years only I can work. To a maximum of 45 years I can work, and the rest of the life, because I will be having the sufficient money to lead the rest of the life, so I need not work. So like that you can always have a plan and you can grow in that way when you are a businessman, right? So that's why this is the important aspect, financial freedom. So this thing can be achieved only if you do a particular business. If you do a job, so you will be getting the salary, but it will be sufficient for your minimal requirements only. So when you start working at the age of 20-22, still till the age of 60, okay, so even though if you work for all the period, okay, so you may be ending up earning to a maximum of a house and a car, and those are the biggest assets that you can always achieve in your life, okay, once after doing the particular job. Okay, but if you do a particular business, you will be definitely growing and you will be becoming rich in a lesser period of time itself. You can always plan your life accordingly. That is the main difference. And again, if you see the fifth point or the fifth thing, okay, so you can always have the inheritance. So what is inheritance here? So how you are giving the property to your children or to your loved ones, okay, how your children will inherit the property whatever you have earned. Similarly, if you are a business owner, so that business, it can be inherited by your particular people or by your particular children or by your loved ones. So for example, consider an engineering college. So in engineering college there will be an employee, okay, so for example consider a senior professor, okay, so a senior professor who is having some 30 years of experience or 35 years of experience, who is earning 4 to 5 lakhs per month. If he is retired, so can he make his son to the same level? Can he get his son to the same extent where he is at that particular position? In other words, can he make his son to get to the senior professor level? No. If his son has to become a senior professor, he has to go from all the levels right from the beginning. That is, he has to become an assistant professor first of all, he has to do his PG and his PhD, and then he has to become an assistant professor, then associate, then professor, then senior professor. So again he will be becoming old while he reaching that particular position. But the particular business owner is there, right? If there is a business owner or if there is a chairperson of that particular college, engineering college, so he can make his son again the same chairman again once if he retires. The particular son, he can improvise the particular business, okay, if he is having good tactics and all, if he is having good business skills, and he can improvise that particular business. So that means what? The particular son can inherit the chairman position directly, whereas the professor's son, he cannot inherit the professor position. So that is the thing, right? So these are all the various aspects that you should consider before going to a business or to continue with your job. So having said that and having discussed these things, so my personal opinion is that, so if you do a business, there will be always having a chance to becoming financially free at a quicker time, and apart from that, more importantly, you can inherit that particular business to your children as well. I am not saying that doing a job is not good. Doing a job is good always, but you cannot quickly grow in your life where you cannot have a certain plan. After this many years, I have to stop working. Like that, you cannot always plan. So, and apart from all these things, even if you do a business, right, most importantly, you can serve other people. You can provide jobs to other people as well. to many jobless youth, you can always provide job, which is quite important in India, having more job seekers and all. Having said that, business is a good thing. Without any proper idea, okay, and without having proper knowledge, one should not jump into the particular business and all. So it's always a good idea to do a job for a certain period of time, okay, so and then you can jump into the particular business once after getting the particular skills and particular expertise. So basically you should have that tinge, okay, you should have that idea that you have to do that business, and for that sake you have to do a particular job, and you have to get the proper skill sets or the proper expertise to run a business at your level on your own. And many people will think that so they can start a business only after having a certain unique idea, but again that is not correct, right? So even though if you have a unique idea, and once if you go into the market, okay, so having unique idea is not sufficient. You should be having marketing skills, okay. Marketing is more important in the business. If you introduce that particular product in the market, right, so people who are established in the business and all in that particular area, they can easily analyze that product and they can grab that particular formula, okay, whatever the thing that you have developed, right, they can easily grab that one. And because they are pioneers in marketing and all, okay, they will be improvising the particular business, not you, right? That's why don't wait for any unique idea. Only a unique great idea if you get, then only you have to start the business. All the thing that you should be having to start a business is the experience. It's not the money you invest, or it's not the unique idea that you do have, but the experience only. Please do remember, so many people after doing a particular business, again they have come to the jobs. And India especially, you will be having only 2 to 3%, not even 2%, only 1% success rate once after establishing a business. That's why 90% are doing jobs only. So you have to gain the experience. Experience is the only formula for you to succeed in the particular business, not the unique idea or not the amount you invest. Some other people, they think that if you can invest more money, you can grow the business to some extent. It is not the case. So this is the thing in this particular video, and again with another topic. Let us meet again. Until then, have a great time. Bye bye.